Hey everybody, this is John and welcome to the free video for Simpler Futures. And so what do we got here? Well, we've got a squeeze that's just triggered long, but we're also very far removed from the mean, okay? So, well, here, let me show you another chart here real quick. So even though we have a squeeze, we're already two average true ranges away. So this is 1 ATR, 2 ATR, 3 ATR. And typically after a 2 ATR, you're going to start your round trip back to the mean. And then you can continue higher. So in other words, even though this market's very strong, in the short term, this is kind of toppy action. So I would look, we're at 23.83 right now. We got a voodoo line here at 23.73. I think it would make sense that we would test that at least by some point tomorrow. Okay, so anyway, that's what I'm looking at in the short term here, and then I'll cover a lot more in the premium video. Okay, so we do have an awesome class coming up with Miss Carolyn Boroden. So this class, if you have not done one with her, they're a lot of fun. She cracks the whip. It's simplertrading.com/swing, and it's simpler Fibonacci, how to predict price swings on any price chart. And this is something where it's interesting because when I talk to people in the trading room and ask them, like, what kind of tools that they use, and everybody there gravitates to different people. And some are like, okay, John, I like your style, or other, oh, I like Chris's style, I like Henry's style, I like David's style, and everybody kind of likes, mixes and matches of different traders in the room. But everybody loves Carolyn's work. Like, everybody I talk to incorporates Carolyn's work, or if they haven't, once they learn about it, are like, oh my gosh, this is like the missing ingredient of being able to do this because of the timing and stuff like that too. And so her whole thing, and which it took me a while to kind of grasp the significance of it until she kind of beat it into me, but it's how to predict the price swings on any chart. Okay, and this is just stuff that nobody else I know is doing this on a regular basis, on a consistent basis, and just has the breadth of knowledge that she has. There's other people out there teaching this stuff that she taught, okay? So if you're looking at the basics of what this class is going to entail and what it can do, it's using Fibonacci support and resistance. And I think that's what most people understand when they hear Fibonacci's, okay? And that makes sense. What she does that's different is the whole idea of clustering this stuff, which is very powerful. But the whole idea here is that the unfair edge is it's predictive in nature, and that's the part that's very, very exciting. In terms of managing risk, she goes through some simple tools and triggers for that, and targets, profit taking, and this is important because I find that where people falter the most is at turning points. And she talks about not only why major turning points tend to occur at Fibonacci price clusters, okay, but she also talks about how to objectively plan trades in advance using this stuff, okay, which is great. And plus, she always throws in additional stuff in there too. It's freaking amazing. So here's the packages, and I should try to realign this so you can actually see her face. All right, so I guess that's a little better, not great. So again, go to simplertrading.com/swing, and you'll see here's the basic class on May 6th, which I believe is a Saturday from 12 to 4 Central, $197. You can learn all the strategy that you want. And then if you would like to also do some live trading, okay, on May 8th and 9th, and I'll be doing that with her as well on some that's going to be $297, and that of course includes the Saturday class. All right, and then if you would also like to try and include 2 months of her service included, which, look, once you understand this stuff, you won't want to be without it, and this is a great deal. Then you can do this package, and this package gets you 2 months of her work, plus access to the live trading, plus access to this. And so it's a fantastic kind of a deal. Simplertrading.com/swing. Carolyn and I will be live trading together on the 8th and the 9th. I'll show you how I also use her stuff, which is a lot of fun. All right, you guys have a good one. We'll see you at the next update.